22. It's just coming up to 20 to 4 p.m. in the afternoon. In other words, 39 minutes past 15 o'clock in 24-hour clock mode. Hello to you all and welcome to live in Somerset, Suffolk. If you want to call it that, you can call it by all means. So yeah, I'm pretty much live unless you're watching on sort of replay, and people tend to watch on replay more than live these days. But if you're having to watch, of course, as we surprise you sometimes with a lot of lives here, and that's what we're going to continue to do. So first of all, I'll introduce you to myself by the name of Lovely Coffee, which is our usual name, well, my usual name. And of course, if you look around this way, if I turn the camera around, because I've got to adjust the set here, you will see, of course, I don't know if you can, but of course you might see an inklings of Julian Spoons. Can you see yourself there, Julian? That's the main thing. So that's Julian Spoons, who is on hand doing some producing stuff. That's what he's supposed to be doing. But yeah, he hasn't got the shades on yet. I actually might borrow them and use them as a welder. Absolutely brilliant. I thought somebody was watching me then as I did that. But yeah, a massive welcome. If you're watching on replay, it's a video kind of thing. So yeah, this is kind of like a general chat and a catch-up kind of thing that we try to do on a daily basis. Sometimes it's going to be outside and sometimes it's going to be inside. It all depends. And I do hope that people are able to check out the new video, which has taken ages because of course Julian Spoons has been bragging to get out here in the warm here, and of course it's been taking up a lot of his time as well as mine, but videos do take a long time to actually put up on the channel, in particular our channel. I don't know why, but of course yeah, maybe other channels have the same problem, but of course, like I say, these kind of things do take time, and please do go out your way and have a look at these videos. The video I'm talking in question is, of course, the St Ives, and some very, very interesting footage here. And of course, when you get to see it, you'll be able to see my rate out of 10, and you'll be able to find out whether I rate it live at the place or actually at a different destination. So please do check that out, and it's definitely worth it. It's taken absolutely ages to upload, so yeah, for that reason, things do take time putting things together as well. It's about half an hour long, and we won't want to do it any longer than that. That's about enough here because it uses up a lot of space on our cameras as well, and we probably need to get an SD card to actually help for memory, just in case it's necessary to do so. But on that note, sometimes we upload it to a sort of area of drive, and it only gives you about 15 gigabytes per, email. Of course, each email is represented on the drive, which of course is the name of the company, connected to Google, I think, and you can actually basically upload videos onto that, of course, to save up and free up some of your memory on your phones. So if you're wondering why I'm using this Wi-Fi, because actually I've run out on my own Wi-Fi on my 4G. Hopefully I'll have a new lot next time, which probably might be tomorrow, I don't know yet. But of course it all helps if you can support the channel in any way you can, even if you come up to us, not obviously preferably when we're live, but of course I can understand why some YouTubers don't do that, but if you want to do it in person and support us in any way, feel free to do so. And all proceeds, if you actually purchase any of our goods, will be actually going towards the Touring With Us channel and help improving the channel, and of course helping us create these videos. And sometimes we might need to use softwares for us to be enabled to do that. So it's one of those scenarios on that particular note. The other thing I wanted to say about is a couple of other events happening and taking place. Of course, obviously, first of all, I'll mention 6:30 around about that. And I think it's going to be direct on YouTube and not on StreamYard, because the TW tonight will go out tonight at around about 8 p.m. and I think it's going to be broadcast outside. We'll see on that. But we hope that you're all able to make it for that. And of course, hopefully we'll see you for that as well. Please put the thumbs up on this channel here. It really helps boost the channel to a great level here. And if you're watching on social group and meetup group, feel free to give us a wave as well, give us a hello, that kind of thing. And just for your interest, we are in Summerset in Suffolk. So that's all we can say, and live as well, live as we go. So if we make the odd mistake here or there, or make the odd stumble, then you'll know that we're doing it as a live, you know, if you're watching on replay, that is. So yeah, if you're watching on replay, of course, it's a bit of history which you can't rewrite. Anyway, that's another thing altogether. What else can I say? But please do check out that St Ives video. That's part number 1. I do expect to do a part number 2 soon of St Ives, which is I believe still in Cambridgeshire. I think it's part of Cambridgeshire. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's Huntingdon, which is not in Cambridgeshire. I think it's Huntingdonshire. So that is a completely different, separate place altogether. So yeah, that's the event. So the event we're talking about, that's starting at 6:30, is of course with Julian Spoons, and he's going to do live coverage of some organ pieces, a little bit of tutorial, not too much, but of course some of his favourite stops. That's what's expected, and some inklings of some music in that as well. And we hope that you enjoy that kind of thing, and it will go on for about an hour or so, and it will prepare us for the TW tonight, which will go out on StreamYard via YouTube. But the one that's going out with Julian is going to be the direct streaming, okay, because we don't want to get fussed with the StreamYard on that. We just want to keep things very simple and as easy as that. So we've got lots to go through, and it's going to be a busy time ahead for us. And we're heading to Norfolk soon, but we'll let you know details of that when that happens. So yeah, hopefully you can join us all for that as well. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And the sun here in Summerset, Suffolk, it's the scenario where it's actually beaming down towards me, which is quite amazing. So yeah, if I turn the cameras around that way, you'll see Julian Spoons. Can you see yourself, Julian? I can't even see yourself there. But yeah, perhaps I should actually do something, and maybe I can see him if I actually I might be able to get it on here as well. Yes, it could be possible. I could actually link up to it as well from here. Yes, I can indeed. Oh, I would have to have the password, but I can't really do it right now. But of course, yeah, the password would have to be necessary for me to actually get in touch. Maybe I could do that without fiddling too much. So yeah, you can't do anything without passwords these days, as we all well know. So yes, the other thing I would just briefly talk about is, of course, what they've been talking about on GB News. First of all, before I go on to this subject here, let me just ask you if you have any comments regarding, of course, the illegal immigrants crossing over to the UK. If you have any comments on that, do let me know, if you are daring to comment. I know there's a huge amount of people want to comment about it, but can't be bothered on a small channel, but only do it on the bigger channel, where the bigger picture is. But that's another thing altogether. So yes, let's have a look at the password here. I can see it right now. So let me just punch this in I have to do this very sort of carefully here, because you know I could make a wrong mistake. Okay, I'm not going to shout it out, by the way. And you have to get it right as well, which is another thing as well. So bear with me. Okay, that should do it. Now it says it's incorrect. I don't know why that is, but right. Okay, let's do it again. Sorry about this. Bear with me, because it takes a bit of time to actually sort all this out. It should do it. No, it's still saying it's not right. So anyway, I'll have to sort that out when I go off air, because it's absolutely doing my nutting at the moment. Unless, of course, it won't work when, of course, there's two networks going at the same time. Maybe it might not. Well, we'll try it for the third and last time. See if it makes any difference. I typed it in right. That's the thing with these things. It should do it. There you go. Right. Okay. Somebody sent me a message, but anyway, sorry to give you a bit of a delay there, but of course, it's just sorted out now. Yeah, so you can have multiple, of course, people on the same sort of network, which you know, saves a lot of money. But anyway, we won't go into too much detail there. I will say is a huge welcome to the channel here if you are just switching on. There should be a way that we can connect here. Apparently you can stream on all sorts of angles. And actually I can see possibly, if I go onto here, yeah, and I can actually see myself on there. So if I move the camera around, of course, I might be able to still see Julian, but it's actually half late. So yeah, I put a comment on there, by the way, actually. So it is slightly late here. Got Julian there, you still got him a little bit there. He's munching crisps at the moment. And of course, there he is there. He is there on the scene here, which is great stuff. Thumbs up from, of course, Lovely Coffee. And let's see who else gives the thumbs up as well. And there you go, give us a wave, Julian, onto that camera there. And talk us through your plan of the live broadcast whilst we're here.
Well, where do we start? Now, we'll start introducing pieces of music from the organ section, which I have chosen. We can't do a, what do you call it, a quiz show at the moment until we've got a lot of followers for that. But
no, we can't do that.
And plus, everyone's got to be in mostly into classical music. But it's a tricky subject because it's very rare and it's not very often played. It's played. Some people do it, some people don't. Some people like it, some people don't. It depends on the circumstances of the music, and some of them can be sad music, some of them can be not sad. It depends on the music and how it's played. And if it's on a good organ, it's played okay. But as we are on an amateur organ at the moment, so
what time is your show? Sorry to interrupt.
Roughly about 6:30 to plan.
Okay, so you expect it to be how long?
But about an hour. About an hour.
So have you got an idea of what type of pieces that you're going to be playing?
I just told you in the show.
Just to remind people again.
Well, it's mainly organ, preludes and things like that. Well, out of copyright names and things like that, and that kind of thing.
Okay.
And a little bit of arrangement by
Well,
me.
we look forward to seeing you on that particular note.
Absolutely.
Absolutely brilliant. So that was Julian Spoons there covering, of course, for the actual, yeah, great for that thumbs up. Really, really appreciate that. Whoever does it, we really do appreciate it. And the more people that do that, the better. So the good thing about all this, we can actually spread the word now on certain pages. So, of course, that's what we'll do. So that's why we need the extra Wi-Fi everywhere possible. So that I can actually use this phone somewhere else, which is quite a nice phone actually. The iPhones are quite good as well. They do their job as well. So we're using Wi-Fi on different sources here, and of course it is possible to do that, but you have to have the permission of the person buying the Wi-Fi in the first place. Obviously EE don't like that idea because, you know, they're not making money out of it, but there you go. The thing is though, they're encouraging people to actually go and get 5G, but of course that's only monthly at the moment. Unless they start doing pay as you go, I'm not going to bother with 5G. So I wouldn't advise it personally. I don't like the actual idea of, you know, purchasing 5G when it's monthly basis, and that is on a costly route, because if you get rid of it, you have to pay another 50 quid to actually say goodbye to them. But there you go, that's another thing altogether. So thank you very much whoever is watching live here, and of course we are going to spread the stream absolutely anywhere now. So we'll say hello to some people as well, as they probably join us at some point. And of course, oh, we've got a hoverfly somewhere. That can bugger off. But anyway, sorry about my language here. But yeah, anyway, welcome to the We Love Haverhill UK. And if you're watching on that, please do subscribe to Touring With Us. We've got over 430 subscribers now. And still that fly is near us, whatever it is. It's probably a hoverfly. Hope it's not a wasp, because I do not like them at all, but of course, yeah, let's hope it's not. They do like the sugar, so make sure you get the Diet Coke so they don't find the sugar in it, although of course there are still inklings of sugar in any drink these days, you know, despite what they say, but it's just different taste, isn't it? But yeah, I was going to say about the illegal immigration, which they've been talking about on GB News, and of course before I go and talk about that, there's a guy presenting, of course he forgot the Union jackass and the Greatest Britain yesterday, just because he was gabbling on doing breaking news stories. So fair play to Patrick Christie's, who is in place for the Dan Wootton show, which of course Dan Wootton is away for 2 weeks in New Zealand, but he'll be back after this week, I would presume. But I'm sure he's having a long kind of break, and well-deserved one as well, and I'm sure he'll be back ranting on to Ben Butterworth, and in particular on that particular note. So I want to say hello to the people on the We Love Haverhill group and the new people that have recently just joined. Hayley Petite and Jackie Webb as well, who have also just joined on the We Love Haverhill UK. So yeah, another thing to mention on the We Love East Anglia here, there's a new thing in a cafe worth noting about, and of course it's about a repair cafe. Of course, if they can repair the items, then they will do them, depending on what the item is. So it could be computers, bicycles, toys, clothes, electrical items, depending on what it is, and of course bits and bobs. Sounds interesting, and I'd like to speak to anyone that actually does that kind of repair cafe, and it takes place at the Mill Road in Cambridge, and it's called the Edge Cafe. Definitely worth checking out just for that. Of course, there has been an advert for this, but of course it started on Saturday the 9th of July. Oh, there is one on the 9th of July, so this is in advance. But if you're watching in the future, it'll be nonsense to you. But of course, in a month's advance, Saturday the 9th of July 2022, 1 o'clock till 4 p.m, there is a repair cafe. What to do with stuff that's broken or doesn't work anymore. Maybe they've got some advice for Julian's electronic organ, I don't know, but they might know of someone that actually knows, so that could be useful. So it'd be good to interview some people regarding that. That's the repair cafe at the Edge Cafe in Mill Road, Cambridge. Check that out, definitely worth it just for that. So let's actually share this stream on the social group meetup. 44 members on the group so far to this date. And by the way, it is 15th of June 2022, live and exclusive. If you're watching on replay, then you'll know what the date is. And it's on a Wednesday here. Lots and lots of things going on for us on that particular note. We'll let you know the details as soon as we have it. But of course, we are busy, not just doing touring with us, but doing other bits and pieces as well. I am actually going to share this on this group as well, because, you know, it's a group for everyone here. And I'm on Havel and local news. Right, okay, let's share this on this group here. The more we share, the more, of course, people will note that we are here. And this is a general catch-up here. We normally do it for about 10 or so minutes, sometimes longer, depends on the circumstances. And we are live in Summerset, Suffolk, and of course, yes, live and exclusive. And you probably, for those who are local to Suffolk, will probably know the area and the marshland, but of course I'm not going to give too much away. It's a lovely background though, I have to say. So if you want to subscribe to Touring with Us, feel free to do so. And if you have heard of us, then subscribe to us. And if you have been watching us for a long time, then you might be inclined to actually support us and support the channel in a donation. But yeah, you know, they are definitely welcome, but of course it's not obliged, but we do appreciate it at all costs. But yeah, we'll do one more link on one site here. Okay, one more place that I'm going to do this. So can't do it because something's in the way. But yeah, there we go. I should be able to do it. There we go. Found it now. So I know there's a lot of people watching there, and hello to all the people watching in, of course, Great Yarmouth as well as we speak. So yeah, if you are not familiar with Touring with Us, we do showcase Norfolk and the surrounding areas if we possibly can. And there are some places like Cromer and nearby places like Hensby that we have showcased before. We might go back to those places again to showcase our version of it. I know there has been other videographers out there been doing the similar thing, but what I would say is welcome to Summerset in Suffolk here. But of course we want to say hello to the people on the We Love East Anglia, and of course the one and only site that of course is run by Jason and of course his mum. And of course it is We Love Great Yarmouth. So of course I was talking about Patrick Christie is here earlier, and of course he's in replace of Dan Wootton for 2 weeks until Dan Wootton returns on GB News. But of course he was talking about the immigration crisis, and of course in our opinion that they need to come together with it, and we are running out of space here in the UK. That's basically what I want to say. Enough said about that, and hopefully you'll all agree with me on that particular note. And would you agree yourself, Julian, on that note?
What?
That immigration is a problem?
Not for me to say.
Not for you to say, but of course, do you agree that we are running out of space?
Right, to a point, yeah.
To a point, to a great point as well. So anyway, enough said about that. We are going to leave it on that particular note. Don't forget to check out the St Ives video, and of course, if you haven't yet seen the Great Yarmouth videos that we've done in the past, we've done loads of them, and in different times, different places, and mostly in Great Yarmouth. Massive hello to everybody that is watching absolutely anywhere right this minute here. We cover for everyone here, and we're not just about Great Yarmouth. We're not also about Suffolk, we're not also about Norfolk, we're just everywhere across the East Anglia. So of course, if you've never visited some parts of East Anglia, make sure you try and visit them, because they do need a visit. You know, there's so many unique towns that people tend to miss out on, so do check them out if you possibly can. But yes, tonight, of course, if you want to hear Julian Spoons playing at around about 6:30 direct on YouTube, and of course the other show tonight, we will extend our talk here on the StreamYard tonight at 8 p.m. roundabouts. You know, by the time we get ready and all that kind of thing, we do a normal hour, and that will be the only show that does continue, by the way. Okay, so enough said about everything for now, and keep it here on Touring With Us if you can. Thank you very much for your support. If you're watching on replay, massive thumbs up to you, and thank you very much for watching us. And wherever you may be, have yourself a lovely evening. And of course, do support Julian Spoons playing an hour worth of organ kind of music on the Technics 50 organ, or the UC50. Is it the U50 organ, which is a fabulous sounding organ, and the only one that's working at the moment. But yeah, hopefully you'll join him at 6:30. From all of us here from Summerset in Suffolk, massive goodbye to you all. Stick that thumbs up, and of course hit that notification button so you know when we upload a broadcast or a video in the future. Take care until next time. Ta-da.
Ta-da.